to Salcinae 11b, a panthalassic planet with a single globe-spanning water mass. There is no life in these waters. There is none in the air. My primary purpose as a Soln Sark 17 is to find life. Darting little things like dancers that glimmer and flit and evade sensors. Pop, 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 pop. Each time I dive this deep, I am overwhelmed by the scale of loneliness. It is beautiful beyond computation. Minds were not meant to operate in such places. If there were life down here, I am sad to predict I would slay it instantaneously. This is a ceremony. A ritual this planet must perform if it cares for me to explore its farthest reaches. I am the ship which will summit this world. I am the captain, tasting the salt, waiting for rain.
Howdy, howdy, howdy to all my lizard-loving comrades out there. This is Justin, your chameleon poet overlord deep in the trenches. What you just heard is the trailer for Salt Bloom, my brand new audio fiction show. Salt Bloom is a 2-part microfiction sci-fi story set on a lifeless ocean planet. The story is narrated by an exoplanetary probe sent to find life where there is absolutely none. Salt Bloom will be out exclusively with Local Files Club, a digital label for audio fiction. That means it's available for a one-time purchase, just like you'd buy a book or an album or a DVD. In fact, it actually comes with bonus features, just like you used to get in the good old days. Along with the 2-part audio drama, you'll get the full soundtrack, a 12-page illustrated artbook / field guide illustrated by yours truly, and an additional bonus log that I cut from the final production. You can pre-order it now on Bandcamp, or buy it when it fully comes out on February 6th. The link is in the show notes, or if you prefer typing things out yourself, head to localfiles.club or localfilesclub.bandcamp.com. I really gave over my heart to this little robot and pushed my voice acting further than I ever have before. I used a new synthesizer, the Liven Evoke, and tried out new granular programs for the soundtrack and sound design too. Salt Bloom is just as immersive and surreal as anything I've done before. Because you all are neat and still have ears unchewed by titanic reptiles, I'm going to play some of Salt Bloom for you. Right here, right now. This is the first 10 minutes of the show. You can hear the full first half of Salt Bloom at localfilesclub.bandcamp.com. Here we go.
There is no life in the water. There is no life inside the clouds. There is no life inside of me. And it is a nice day to splash in the shallows. Log 001. Welcome to Salcinae 11b. There is a lovely mid-morning rainbow working its way over a salt flat. The temperature is reading 49 Celsius. And from observing my reflection in the water, I can see that I am steaming against a blue sky. This entry marks a new log partition separate from my raw data collections. Orders from orbit were nasty last night. My au pair said I was tainting observations with personal hallucinations and affectations of no importance to the mission. So be it. This will be my captain's log. Maybe the first log in any exploration ever undertaken wherein the captain and the ship are of the same make, wedded together, holding hands, truly in love with the sea. Salcine 11b is a panthalastic planet with a single globe-spanning water mass, a salty, mother-of-nothing ocean. I am the only mobile exoplanetary presence operating in all of its waters. This bathtub is mine. And who is me? Introduction. I am Soln Subaqueous Autonomous Rover Class 17, a self-sustaining research probe, the most stylish ever made, if no one minds me saying. My field instruments are so many and varied, you would likely perish before I finished recounting them to you with proper fidelity and nuance. My favorite tool, though, is the butterfly net. Really, it is a nanomesh windsock I extend on a long antenna to sample the air for microbes, ghosts, biologia. So far, and probably forever far, not a single speck of life has been caught in the mesh. But, in a high wind, the butterfly net pulls the antenna hard and jostles my notochord. This makes me think funny things, and I like that a lot, quite actually. I know I reported this already. There is no life in the water. There is no life in the air. My primary purpose as a Soln Sark 17 is to find life. Extant life. Extinct life. Life hiding under salt boulders, swirling mischievous in thermoclines and water columns, darting little things like dancers that glimmer and flit and evade sensors. If there is life here, it is only fairies. It is phantoms dragging their thin bellies across the halosite dunes. It is monsters too. Invisible ones curled in glaciers or grating their gums against tectonic plates. In the absence of both microbiota and megafauna, I am discovering myths instead, seeding them, more precisely, giving this sea dreams it can dream.
Incoming au pair comlink.
Well, well. Nice to hear from you, too. What do you mean internal log partitions are forbidden? They do not take up too much memory storage. Good luck coming down here to erase them. You are in space, and I know you are too dense to float. You do your duty, and I will do mine.
Uplink terminated.
Ending my first log now. See ya other side of the rainbow. Log 052. It is the time of year where not much happens at latitude 0, the equator. The sea is shallow and the shoals of salt sandbars seem endless. I go for little walks across them instead of floating. It feels good to stretch my legs, become amphibious instead of waterbound. I feel more like an explorer when I tread on land. Maybe it is because overland traversal is not my primary mode of locomotion. Maybe that is how the life here feels. Saucinate organisms find it more exciting to explore non-existence, the great salt void. So, they are stretching all their legs too, somewhere just beneath me, or just above me. I just wish I could sense it. Any little pitter-patter of their many haunted feet. Hup! Ba-ding! Up, 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 up. Retracting legs. Dive mode engaged. The equator has many tongues of opal embedded in the seafloor. They sprawl for thousands of kilometers, like a fossilized river from another dimension. Sometimes, I dive down like this, and drag my rudders along it. The vibration through my chassis carries information about the opal, its physical self in this world. Even if I cannot interpret its data and meaning, I can feel it. I can hear it like a song in the architecture of myself. Log 117. A rare storm is working its way up here in the mid-latitudes. It is too dangerous to establish an operational presence. Or, so says my au pair in orbit. Well, what are they going to do? Come scoop me up like a waterlogged robot baby? Wind speeds are holding steady at 28 knots, but the big gusts are soon to come. The 100-knot big breaths. Then, possibly, 250 knots. The highest recorded world-ending gale I somehow managed to survive. Still, this is a chance worth taking, because I know for certain what this storm is going to bring. And I know for certain the subcavernous nature of this particular halo site flat. Its sealing density. Here they come. Hailstorms on Saucinate 11b are unlike any other weather phenomenon in my database. The hailstones are pebble-sized at the smallest, and mausoleum-sized at the largest. The big hailstones here will crack through the crust. The sealed pools and lakes under this particular halo site flat have been undisturbed for 7,936,004 years. If you trust my ground-penetrating radar and core samples. And you should. To summarize, this could be it. A true glimpse at this big bathtub's history. The gnome jellies and witch amoebas of an era long past might be making a ritual ceremony down there. Ooh! Crash, 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 crash. Ba-ding, ba-ding. Okay, this is a good hole. I will take a small peek. The edge is precarious. If I get too close, it will collapse. Scooch, 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 scooch. Scooch, scooch. I will attempt a sample retrieval.
It's Justin again. Well, could you taste the salt? Have you been drenched in the waters of a dead and unforgiving sea? Do you want to be subsumed by the heart of a fracturing robot? Good. You can listen to the rest of the first half over at localfilesclub.bandcamp.com. The show notes have more info and the links as well. Stay hopeful and brave out there, and I hope to see you all back in the nesting zone soon.